What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and a lot of you guys were trying to get into that house rules. Right now, I believe I have about 5, but EA Sports broke it because it's a penalty situation where if you accept penalties, the other guy gets the ball or whoever. Like, it's weird, right? So right now we got 6 wins. I'm gonna go over and show you guys how they broke it right now because I was able to save some of the last game. Pretty much, it's kind of like a blueprint, more or less, to win games too, but you know, it's kind of weird the way people figure out ways to glitch the game, glitch the game wildly into different modes. It's hilarious. But this guy that I played, it was like, dude, I can't even be mad at him because once EA puts it the way that this is right here, where you can't actually blitz, this actually makes the most logical sense. What this guy was doing to me, and trust me, he had me all over the place, right? So look, I don't know, like you see that no blitz, the no blitz sign, right? If you run 4-3-6-1 and you're not already blitzing, your guys are going to go back into coverage. So you see like how LT and Khalil Mack are back in coverage? That's what's going to happen if you try to manually blitz them. So you can't manually blitz anyone. The play has to already be with the blitzer in it. All right, so that's one thing that you guys have to understand as far as this works out. Now, the next thing you guys got to take a look at is the way that he can just do whatever he wants. Right now, you're going to play someone that's going to do this to you. And it's going to be hilarious, and you're going to love it. Look, you see this? Now, the reason he can do that is because there's a no blitz, so he can just sit there and hold turbo, right? So look, you see the way he's set up? Whatever defense you come out in, you can easily do this, because this is one of the flaws with the no blitz, right? All you have to do is stand over the line and just keep holding turbo. And as soon as the person snaps the ball, you can run right in because the game is not going to let you edge across because of the offside penalties. When they were accepted, it would flip in reverse who had the ball, right? So now when you see him do it, he's just going to run right in. Now remember, with the way that what he's doing right now, the reason that he's running in like this is because I was actually running a play action play, all right? In order to stop him from coming in, you can't run play action. You see how he just like, regardless of whatever's happened, he just like warps into me? It doesn't really matter what you try to do. Because he's rushing in so fast, you're going to get sacked. And you can see he's only sending 5. It doesn't really matter because the way everything is aligned and set up. So this is one way that you can actually attack house rules right now. So, with the way that everything is going on in the no blitz, that's like a really quick fix for them to be able to let people play it, but it actually destroys everything that goes on into the experience. And for us now, this is what I would recommend, because a lot of you guys are saying, yo, Jemai, bro, the house rules is very frustrating, bro, I can't do this. Let's take a look at the rewards again. Let's go take a look at what the rewards are so that we can figure out the gauge of the stress, because that's what you have to like account for it for. You know, like how if you're going to do something, you got to look at the pros and cons. We got to look at this. Is it worth our heart bursting in our chest to play house rules, or should we go the other route and play the challenges? So let's take a look at what's going on here. So for 20 wins, you get a 95. All right. That's not that bad. You know what I'm saying? It's not that bad with it, but those are some of the things that can happen in house rules. All right, when you play it. Now, again, the way to stop that turbo blitz is to just not do play action. We figured it out because we ran into the same guy like right after that game, and we played him, and we just didn't run play action, and it was a different story. He wasn't able to shoot the gap like that. So that's specifically for play action, what you guys just saw there. So do you have 20 games in you against a guy like that? Maybe you don't. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you want to have a nice day and just not have to deal with the nonsense. If that's you, then I would go challenges, right? And then this is what the situation is. I'm going to finish up that weekend league because I have a high threshold for pain because EA has been doing this to me for like 6 years, so I can deal with it, right? But if you're not, your body physically can't deal with it because you go into it and you're like, you know what? I hate this game. Try this, right? You could go ahead and play and get these stars and get a 94 overall Percy Harvin and get 2 86 plus Super Bowl packs. Now, with those packs, you have to figure out, like, bro, EA is probably going to give you a basic 86. Like, I'm not even going to lie to you, bro. You might not get anything. Like, it might just be empty. Like, you might open it and nothing might be there. Like, EA, dude, they do some really, really wild stuff to us. All right? And we just tolerate it. But look, this is what I would suggest, right? If you want to go through this route, this is probably the easier route for you to be stress-free. Because the other card that's 95, it is an NCAT. So either way, you're going to end up getting, it's an NCAT card, whatever. It's just the fact that that's a Percy Harvin, and a lot of you guys don't really care for Percy Harvin, or you already have him. So, you know what I'm saying? For that, it doesn't really matter. But if you want to go through it, like I said, I believe that, you know, many of you guys that are watching this video, you already got the 20, you know, the 20 wins already, so it doesn't really matter. But those of you guys that are looking to, you know, looking to do it, you definitely can try it. You know what I'm saying? It is something that, you know, I would say if you have the high threshold for pain, that you can definitely, possibly be able to get this done in a suitable manner, in suitable time. All right? Now, those are your two options. All right? It is something that you have to focus on. It is something that you need to make sure that makes sense to you when you're actually figuring out what you want to do. And right there with the way that this is, it is something that everybody needs to take into account, that it is a mode that is actually broken right now, so you're gonna have high levels of stress. Now, the next thing is this. Okay, we get an NCAT. Yo, G, it's a 95 overall NCAT. What are the players? You know, is it really worth it? Like, can we do anything else with it? Like I've said to you before, the NCAT is probably the most evil thing that anyone has ever created at any time, including what Dr. Evil was doing in Austin Powers. This is why, right? All of the stuff that's here, like, look, remember, you can, I'm not sure, I don't think it's a fantasy pack. Based on what some of you guys were telling me, some of you guys are saying, yo, I got the card I wanted. Some of you guys are saying, no, I didn't get the card I wanted. So I don't know if it's a fantasy pack that you get from the house rules, but it's a 95, right? So these are the prospective players that you would get. If it's a fantasy pack, cool, with all the players. If it's not, and I get a Matt Ryan, I'm gonna lose it. All right, I'm gonna be totally honest with you. If I get a Matt Ryan, I'm gonna lose it. So, you know, this is a choice that I'm making to go through with it. Other than that, if we get like a Marshawn Lynch, I guess it'll be worth it, because remember, although it's an NCAT, that doesn't mean that you can't power it up. All right? So with the way that everything is set up for you, I think it's very, very beneficial to just go ahead and just try to finish the house rules, bro. Because that one guy that I just showed you, everybody is not going to do that. All right? So you will have the opportunity to go out there and do it. And then plus, there's a lot of people that are just starting out. So you'll get players with, you know, they have really, really trash teams, and they'll be trying to figure out how to win, and you can just take care of them rather easily. Also, the fatigue is still an issue in house rules. EA has never addressed it. So you'll notice that your players will go out after 1 or 2 plays. But I do believe that, you know, some of these 95s, the Tyrann Mathieu maybe, Devin White, Marshawn Lynch, I think that those guys are pretty good to go after. For those of you guys that were asking, is it worth it to go ahead and do that? Like, is it something that you should waste your time doing? I say yes. I say give it a shot and, you know, get those wins. I'm going to get them, and I'll let you guys know what I get out of it. But again, with many of you guys asking about that, I think it's something that we should definitely address, and I just wanted to make sure that everybody knew what was going on. Other than that, some of you guys were asking if this Marshawn Lynch would go into the set. For those of you guys that's been playing Madden a little bit longer, during the Most Feared, we got this Marshawn Lynch. No, to my knowledge, he does not go into any sets. All right, but that's to my knowledge. What does that mean? It doesn't mean anything. I don't think that he's part of what goes on. So for those of you guys that were asking, I think this is a separate card. But I will go ahead and, you know, check with his power up and all that stuff. But I don't see how a card like that would be able to go into it, into the set the way that it is. But again, we'll check it out, we'll figure it out, and we'll go from there. If you guys have any other questions that you would like to be answered or something you'd like me to look into, please feel free to leave it in the comment section. I want to thank you guys and girls for watching. You have an unbelievable day. Until next time, one love, y'all.